Hello everyone and welcome to my What If series. This is my What If Deku Turned Evil Part 6.
Body, baby, show me.
Okay, so on the last episode, the League of Villains had entered UA and started to cause panic everywhere. While most things went like in the anime, this time, the one who had defeated the Nomu was Deku, having achieved an enormous strength and blasting the beast away. Shigaraki ordered everyone to retreat, but as Shigaraki was about to vanish, he whispered into Deku's ear the following words.
You will pay for this, Midoriya.
And then Shigaraki had vanished, but Deku was enraged. He didn't know what Shigaraki had meant with those words. After everything had been cleared out, and everyone was leaving the UA grounds, All Might stopped Deku from leaving and told him that they needed to talk. Of course, Deku declined his offer, since he didn't have anything to talk with All Might, but All Might insisted and Deku finally gave in. All Might had asked Deku how did he obtain such amount of power and why was he furious with Shigaraki. Deku said that he didn't have to tell anything to him, but he was now stronger than ever and he would show the world a true hero. After Deku finally left the UA grounds, he headed home, but something was off. He felt like something had happened, and with this thought, Deku rushed home, hoping his instincts were wrong. But as soon as Deku opened his door, he had lost the light in his eyes, witnessing his own mother killed and nailed against the wall. Deku screamed. His screamings were so loud that heroes far away had heard and rushed to his house. Deku was crying. He was overflowing with dark emotions. But then he looked near his late mother's feet and saw a note. Deku opened that note and read it.
Dear Midoriya, this is for what you have done to my Nomu and my comrades. I told you, you were going to pay for what you have done.
Deku's rage just got stronger and stronger. As he finished reading that note, his power was overflowing in such a way that the walls and the floor was cracking. Deku turned to his mother. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm the one who killed you. I'm sorry. But now, I'm going to fix what has to be fixed. Then, in the blink of an eye, Deku had vanished. The heroes who showed up to Deku's house saw that horror scene and were mesmerized with the heavy and dark aura that had been left behind by Deku. Deku was furious. He was blinded by rage. He knew that Shigaraki had killed his mother. He knew that he had to avenge his mother's death. And so, at the speed that even the human eye can see, he rushed to the villain's hideout. When Deku got there, he punched the door, creating a huge explosion from his shockwave and sending a huge cloud of dust into the air. Inside the hideout was Shigaraki and Kurogiri, along with some leftover minions from the attack. Deku's eyes were red from rage, and when he finally saw Shigaraki, he jumped at him with everything he had, throwing a punch so strong that he'd made a huge hurricane. Kurogiri had just managed to teleport Shigaraki out of Deku's way, but then Deku showed up behind Kurogiri and said, You have no right to stick your nose in our fight, and punched Kurogiri's core over 100 kilometers away. With Kurogiri gone, now the fight between Deku and Shigaraki had begun. It was a one-way battle, with Deku punching over and over Shigaraki. Shigaraki was still able to land some hits, but Deku was too fast for him to even be able to touch him for more than 1 second. Huge explosions and shockwave were flying over the place from Deku's fight against Shigaraki. This fight was even heard over UAs, where all the teachers had rushed to where the amount of noise and explosions were coming from. The heroes had arrived. Deku was just about to finish Shigaraki for good. But as he was about to punch Shigaraki for one last time, All Might showed up in front of Deku and asked him to stop. Young Midoriya, I don't know your reasons to wanting to kill this villain, but whatever it is, don't forget that once you kill someone, you will never become a hero. You will just be like them, a villain. Deku looked at All Might in tears. He shouted at him, You of all people have no right to be on my way. I'm going to do the same to him, the same he did to my mother. Then, as Deku was about to finish Shigaraki, All for One had showed up. Young Midoriya, I see you have gone way too far with my little apprentice. It seems I was wrong to give you your powers. I shall take them back for myself. All Might looked at All for One, and he jumped with all his strength to try and get him out of there. But as soon as he had gotten to All for One had vanished, taking Shigaraki with him. Deku was on the floor, unconscious and unable to move. He was unable to do anything. A week had passed, and Deku had awakened in the UA's infirmary. The school director, along with every teacher, including All Might, surrounded Deku. Deku was strapped to his bed, and all he could do was move his mouth. All Might then asked Deku, how did he meet All for One, and why did he give him his quirk? Deku told him what All Might had told Deku in the past. And from the shock he had received, All for One had shown in front of Deku and gave him power to take out All Might. But things had changed after the UA's attack. When he had gotten home, he had seen his mother dead by the hands of Shigaraki, and since he got blinded by rage and sorrow, he wanted to correct his mistakes for letting Shigaraki kill his mother with his own hands. Everyone understood the reason behind Deku's story, but All Might still told Deku the following. Young Midoriya, maybe with those quirks from All for One, you could have become a hero, but now you have lost the power he had gave you. You no longer have the quirks. You have become quirkless again. Deku couldn't believe him. He tried to activate his quirk once again, and it had failed. Deku had become quirkless again. This had made Deku even more depressed. Now he had lost everything. His mother, his powers, but especially his goal. Might saw Deku that way. He asked Deku, why does he want to become a hero? With Deku telling him that he wanted to become a hero who is able to save everyone and to be able to make the world a safer place for everyone. After listening to this, All Might then asked Deku, young Midoriya, I have seen your will, and I want to grant you one last chance of becoming a hero. Deku was confused with this. What did All Might meant with one last chance? And All Might pulled a hair from his head and told him about One for All, and that Deku seemed to be the right choice to inherit All Might's power. Deku was shocked with All Might's story, but even after all that, Deku denied his offer. All Might was curious about why he didn't accept One for All, and then Deku told him, you once told me I couldn't become a hero, and now you want to give me your power? What do you think I am? I'm not a tool for your needs. If I need power, then I shall get it from my own effort. After saying this, Deku asked the teachers to give him a chance on still going to UA's, promising he would become the best hero there is, and if they didn't see any results after 2 months, then they could expel him. The principal accepted his request, but only on the condition that Deku would get even more intense training, and he had to move into the UA's dorm, since Deku now had lost his mother. Deku accepted these conditions, and so 1 month and a half had passed. Everything was back to normal, but Deku, he really was quirkless. He had lost all his powers, and was now weaker than the others. He still had his muscle strength that he had got from his previous training, but he was still weaker than most of the non-fighting students. This was making Deku feel desperate, as he remembered his promise to the principal that if he didn't show any results, he would get expelled. After the time was almost up, Deku trained his body and mind like crazy, and when he was about to collapse from his rigorous training, he felt something, felt a strange power from within him. As he was about to fall, Deku punched the training dummy one last time, making a small shockwave strong enough to send the dummy flying against the wall, destroying the dummy and the wall itself. Well guys, I know it's been a really long time since I last uploaded, especially this series which most of you love, but guess what? It is back to stay. I'll be doing my best to bring all of you more videos, especially I'll try to upload most of the days of the week from the series inside the channel, like what if Deku turned evil, what if Goku was born with a Super Saiyan God. Don't forget to check those series out as well. I already have like 4 different series which I plan on continuing, and I really hope you all enjoy that. But yeah, I think that you all deserve more videos to thank you for your support. But I really hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more What If series. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon and comment down below what you thought of today's video. But that's it. My name's Kibo, and goodbye.